How about if we talk about the word cinematic today? According to the dictionary, cinematic describes anything related to cinema. That includes reviews, movies themselves, cinema nights. And that's pretty far away of what cinematic seems to mean today in the world of YouTube. Let's take a look at a few of my favorite YouTubers who use the word cinematic quite a lot. They do make beautiful videos, but are they related to cinema? So it seems to be that the definition of cinematic in today's YouTube videos is 24p, really smooth camera movements, many times shot in slow motion, with very shallow depth of field, stock music, and really beautiful and round bokeh balls. I even saw a comparison video between the DJI Osmo Pocket and the DJI Osmo Action, and they were claiming that the Pocket is more cinematic than the Action because it has a narrower field of view. So if this definition holds, does it mean that none of the Jason Bourne movies are cinematic? Certainly not smooth. Look at any fight scenes in that movie. In any of those movies for that matter. I wouldn't dare to not call those movies cinematic though. How about The Revenant? It's a movie that has a really deep depth of field. Quite many of the shots, everything is in focus. Does that make it not cinematic? I wouldn't say so. Or if I look at some of the top TV series like Game of Thrones, I've seen some hexagon bokeh non-bolt. Does it make it a poor choice of lens? Does it make that scene any less cinematic? I wouldn't say so. I'm sure that any of those characteristics can be found in actual cinematic cinema movies or TV series. A prime example of using the shallow depth of field is The Handmaid's Tale. It has a purpose, not just to look pretty. And of course there's The Hobbit shot in 48 frames per second. And then I wonder, because in the channels that I consider more cinematic or about movie making, they don't really use the word, or they don't seem to share the same definition of what cinematic is about. Now I'm talking about Film Riot, Filmmaker IQ, D4 Darius. Those guys don't seem to care about having cinematic shots as in smooth, shallow depth of field. When those guys talk about making movies, they seem to be more concerned about telling the story rather than getting a beautiful image. Oh, and don't get me wrong, I love the content of all of those guys and I learned a ton from them. I'm just questioning whether what they do is cinematic or is it just beautiful. What do you think? Alright, so this has been today's dog vlog. Do you think we're cinematic together?